Yeah, I mean, for being off 24 days, for half the game, we were good tonight. And that half was enough for us. And then for half the game, we were all over the map. But that's what happens when you're off 24 days. You can't duplicate conditioning. You can't duplicate game time. And so this was a start for us to start moving forward. And tomorrow's game 2 in the second. What we'll call our second half, and we got to keep moving forward.
With that, we'll take questions, and let's start with Eric Vigo.
Coach, is missing the net and trying to wait for that perfect shot one of those signs of a long layoff and getting back to real games?
Well, did you just listen to my post-game radio?
A little bit.
Yeah, well, then you stole it because, that was a sign. And, we missed the net a handful of times trying to be real cute, and that's part of it, yeah. Just some missed assignments and yo-yo, like really good. Like the start of the second period we were going, and we had all the lines going. The minute we got to 3, we started to play another game. And that's kind of part of our DNA we got to keep working on.
Next, let's go to Jess Myers.
We talked a little bit about how your team might respond to some adversity. You found yourself down by a goal for the first time. What was kind of the feeling after 20 minutes there with that score? And I that question was going to come because what happened the first. But being down 1-0 is not adversity. That's hockey. We took a penalty and they found a little stinging eye shot through and were very efficient on their power play and got the 1-goal lead. And we had a lot of clock left on the scoreboard. So, but we needed to battle back. So, to get to your question, you are down, you're after 1, and that was a great response for us to start the second period, where we came out playing the hockey we want to play.
Next up, we'll go to Randy Johnson with the Star Tribune.
Hi, Bob. It looks like Jack had faced quite a bit of tight end tonight. How do you feel he played?
You broke up, Randy. One more time.
It looked like Jack had quite a few shots in tight on him tonight. How do you feel he played?
I thought he was outstanding, and you're right on. He had far too many grade A opportunities. In the first period, shots were 10-10, but I'll guarantee you they out-grade 8 us, and they were on top of it. And even the save he made right there at the end of the game, he was called upon far too much tonight to make some big-time saves, and that was great for him. He was ready for it. He held his end of the bargain up with our guys, and we've got to play better in front of him.
Any other questions for Coach Motzko?
I'll go again.
Go ahead, Jess.
It just seemed like Brandon fit right back in after being out of the lineup for a while, and got an assist tonight, and just didn't seem. What do you think of him seeing him out there again?
It was great, and we need him out there, and he's been off a long time. He's just going to continue. He's a good player. He's got great offense in his game. He's going to keep getting better and better, and it's like that's the first brick, laying the foundation for the second half. So, and for our team and for Max. So we're on our move.
Yeah. Let's go to Eric Vigo, please.
Coach, you mixed up your lines a little bit tonight. Was there anything that you saw that you liked out of the new lineup?
Yeah, I guess I saw more in practice. We had to, we just, it's a good time to change things up coming out of a break. I felt offensively, we got to give some different looks right now. I really want to dig into the film more and kind of see how the film comes back. We did leave the Reedy line together and they got 2 goals. And so, and when you do change lines, sometimes you see the spark immediately, but a lot of times you got to maybe let it, I don't know if it'll be that way tomorrow. I'm going to watch film, but you got to let it, gel a little bit. You got to have it a little time, but my eyeball shot is I liked what was going on out there for the most part.
I'll have last call for questions for Coach, and then we'll bring in the players.
One more, Bob, here. That stretch in the second with the 3 goals in 5 minutes, you just feel the team was feeding off each other really well at that point?
Again, Randy, you broke up.
Right? You feel the team was feeding well off each other in that stretch in the second period with the 3 goals?
Yeah, we had frustration in the first period when things weren't going well. The missed passing, like how many errant passes. That's timing. That's rust. the period ended. We came in. We got a 8-minute rest there. Came back out, and there was our game. And we got on top of pucks and had a real solid forecheck going, and we were playing with energy. That was exactly what we want to see out of our group.
With that, we're going to cut Coach loose. Thank you very much, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Jonny, just tell us about that goal. It seemed like McManus started the play with a shot that created the rebound, but just having him back in the lineup and just kind of the rally you guys staged there.
Yeah, he's a huge player for us. He was getting pucks on net all night, getting it deep, so that was big. And Rossini did a good job of going hard to the net, putting one off the pad, and I was just there to bear the empty netter.
Next, let's go to Eric Vigo.
Tonight was the first time you guys have had to play from behind. What was the message between periods, between that first and second?
We just didn't like how we were playing. We came out flat. I think everyone watching the game could tell we had 20-plus some days off, so we just had to regroup and play how we've been playing, and 3 goals in 5 minutes wasn't a bad way to start the second, I think.
Our next question comes from Randy Johnson.
That stretch in the second with the 3 goals, did it just seem like they were coming easy at that point for you?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to pop, so we just had to get pucks on net, and once they started going in, it seemed like everything was going at that point.
Anyone else with more questions for Jonny? Jess Myers, go ahead.
Did you have to give LaFontaine a hug after that first period? It looked like, a lot of shots in tight there and kind of held you in when it could have gotten worse than 1-0.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Laffer's going to do Laffer. He's been huge for us all year, so that was kind of a big message for us, too, going in a second. Just give him some help, back him up a little bit, so that's why those 3 goals were big, too.
We'll do last call for questions for Jonny, and our next one comes from Eric Vigo.
Getting pucks on net is obviously the way to get offense, but what was the key for you guys defensively to try to, hang in there for your goalie and keep ASU off the scoreboard?
I think collapsing in tighter a little bit in the D zone. They like to they love to put pucks on net and like to make scrums in front and just kind of find the loose puck. So for us to have our wingers help out low and then extend once the puck gets up top, that was huge for us.
Is that maybe one of the more challenging things after a long layoff, is to find that D zone game again?
Yeah, for sure. Just little things like that and just kind of getting into the game itself for like breaking pucks out, transition. But I think we did a good job once we got under our feet a little bit.
With that, we're going to cut Jonny loose, and we'll be right back with Sampo Ranta. Thanks, Jonny.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Sampo, just 20 minutes into the game, you find yourself down 1-0 for the first time this season. What was the feeling in the locker room, and what did you have to do in the second period to change that?
Well, we just needed to play our game and, do things that we do well. We knew that we were going to be down somewhere this season, so we just have to learn how to play when we're down, and we did a good job coming back on a second and, scoring a couple goals.
Thanks.
Randy Johnson with the Star Tribune, you have our next question.
Yeah, Sampo, your first goal there on the backhander. Did you even look at the net at that point, or was that a no-look shot?
It was pretty much a no-look shot. I got a good bounce right in front of the net, and I knew where the net was, and I tried to roof it and, just be the goalie up high.
Our next question will come from Eric Vigo.
Sampo, another couple goals around the net. Some of your teammates have described that as a new toy for you in your game. How is that clicking for you, and how good is it to see that reinforcing playing there?
It feels good. It's something I've been working on, and hard work's paying off now. I'm getting some goals in front of the net, and just something I have to keep going and keep doing the same thing. I can still be better in front of the net, and with my big body and my skill, I can be dangerous in front of the net.
Do we have any other questions for Sampo? Jess Myers, go ahead.
Sampo, have you taken any inspiration from watching Team Finland and what they did to the Swedes and, those guys going to the net like you seem to be doing now?
Yeah, I mean, I watch all the games. I'm just a big hockey dude. I love watching hockey. I've been watching, pretty much all the games. And I feel like when you watch a lot of hockey, you learn more. And, there's always players you can learn from. So I'm just trying to take advantage of, the huge hockey they're playing and try to, get inspired and, learn something new.
Have you been trading like text messages with the guys you played with last year or anything like that?
Yeah, I know quite a few guys from the team. I've been, talking to them pretty like quite a bit, and I like their team, and they had a hell of a win against Sweden. So I hope they're gonna keep it going. Beat the US here.
Just like last year, right?
Exactly. Just send them home.
Thank you.
Anything else for Sampo? With that, we'll cut you loose, Sampo. Thank you very much, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Thank you.